From student scholarships to grants for teachers to partnering with local nonprofits, the Community Choice Foundation is committed to making a positive difference in West Michigan. And every year they award $100,000 in scholarships to students pursuing their careers. And right now is the time to apply for this year's scholarship. Ethan Lohman's back in our studios to share more. Hi, Ethan. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back. Appreciate
Absolutely. it. Absolutely. Good. Glad you're here. Here we go again, passing out money. I like what you said earlier. Not your money, but it is. But it is a lot of money, right?
It is, and there is part of my money. I am someone who donates to the foundation.
Okay, so it is.
Yeah, it's member and team member driven. So it is something that comes from us. Not the whole 100,000. I wish I could do that.
I know.
But no. But yeah, it is. It is from team members and members. So I do have a part of it. So it's definitely dear to my heart.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Ethan. But yeah, this is a great thing Community Choice is doing. Let's talk about this annual scholarship blowout.
Yeah. So this year we will eclipse, if I'm not mistaken, $1.7 million given back over the last 15 or so years that we've given to the communities around us. We have 25 scholarships every year, 15 of those going from high school to college, 5 continuing their education at any point in their life, and 5 of those who are looking to go into the skilled trade.
Let's break that down really quickly, because a lot of times we'll have guests on who may be a foundation passing out scholarships, and folks hearing that might think, oh, that's just for somebody to go in for a 4-year degree. Let's break down, and you have those. Those are those 15. Let's break those other 5 down. So 5 anywhere in their path.
We understand, working in the communities that we live in, that sometimes people decide at a later date to continue their education, to go a little further, to change their life, and we want to help those people. They seem to be forgotten sometimes in the scholarship realm. And then skilled trade. I mean, we want to talk about the backbone of Michigan. We want to help those as well. We are a state that we get our hands dirty. We have grit. We work hard, and we want to make sure that we help those people as well. So try not to miss anyone on those.
I love that. So even if you're going, like, hey, if you're going to be a welder, okay, you're going to need money for that training too, right? Or maybe you're that mom who decided to go back and get her master's. This could be for you as well. So it's not just those kids going into college. Let's talk about the size of these scholarships. So there's 25. What are each getting?
So the breakdown, Community Choice Foundation want to figure out how can we help and impact the most amount of people with the most financial gain. And so the way that we've broken this down is 15 of them, that's the high school going to college, is going to be $5,000 each. The 5 continuing education is going to be $2,500 each, and the 5 continuing or going into skilled trades is going to be $2,500 each. So really wanting to impact the most amount of people in our communities, the most amount of applicants. We know that every dollar in today works and helps when it goes to these scholarships, and so we wanted to figure out how we could give back just a little bit more to those who are continuing on.
It does sound like more. Is this more than you've given in the past?
No, so this is the same that we've given every year, from my understanding, or at least since I've worked with the company for the last 5 years.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, and the fact that it comes from team members and from our members, from donations. I mean, you want to talk about just owning the communities around you, owning the foundation, and owning the care for people. We have a mantra in the credit union world that says people helping people. One of the questions we ask our applicants is, can you write an essay that goes over how you've had or demonstrated a people helping people moment? It's huge to us. We love our communities. I always like to say community is not just in our name. It's who we are, it's where we work, and it's what we serve. We do everything we can every day to live that mantra of people helping people, and we want those applicants to be that same kind of people that are going to go into the communities, they're going to love those around them and help them best they can.
Yeah, that's the cycle that you don't want to break. You want to keep that cycle going.
Absolutely.
Right? Absolutely. And we're talking a little about skilled and trade professions, and you had a personal story about that.
So I grew up on a ranch in California, so I am a Michigander transplant, so I do apologize about that. But I've been here for 12 years. I love the state. It is my home. I met my beautiful wife here, so I am very blessed, and I am definitely a Michigander.
Okay, got the disclaimer.
Yeah, got the disclaimer
I'm a transplant too, Ethan. It's okay. It's okay.
And but one of the things that we were surrounded by every day, inundated with, is the skilled trade. From, like you said, welders to plumbers to mechanics to engineers to electricians and so on. And I know that these people that are working every day, getting their hands dirty, I mean, they have an art form with what they do. Skilled trades is one of the biggest gaps we see in Michigan. Michigan expects by the year 2032 500,000 job openings. I mean, this is really an area that we want to encourage our kids to go into, encourage them to learn these skills, to find their own artwork in these skills. I mean, if you've ever seen an electrician or you've seen these people building these homes and the way that they're running wire, I mean, it really is an art form, and it's something that we at Community Choice want to make sure that we're helping give back to as well.
Yeah, not only an art form, but pretty secure too. I don't think AI is going to be dropping any outlets anytime soon in my house.
I would hope not. If they do,
the robots aren't here yet.
Yeah, if they do, please call me. I'll figure out what I got to do from there.
Where can people get the information they need? Because obviously, if they're hearing this, they're like, yeah, we could use some help with the schooling, or maybe that applies to me. Where do they go?
Absolutely. So the deadline is February 28th. It's coming up quickly, so you definitely want to jump on this. What you're going to do is go communitychoicecu.com, and then you're going to go under the Who We Are tab. Underneath that tab, what you're going to see is the foundation. Click on the foundation, and it's going to lead you right to a link where you can apply. Right there on the screen, you can see that. That's what we're looking for you. We want to get as many people as we can. I'm from West Michigan. That is the part of the state that I love the most, not to throw any other part under the bus. We have amazing communities all around us. We've got places in Jackson and Farmington Hills and all those different places. I am very home to West Michigan. So please, we need more applicants on this side of the state. Apply, be those types of people. One of the things we ask you, building on the community, is that we ask that you stay in the state with your education, and even more so to help the communities around you, that you stay in the state with your career. We want to give back to the people, give back to the communities, and build this state back and better than ever, and make sure that we're filling those gaps best we can.
Oh, Ethan, I almost feel like I should vote for you now. All right, Community Choice, I mean, that's a pitch. The Community Choice Foundation scholarship applications, as you heard Ethan say, end of this month. That's just money waiting for you. All right, so get to that link, scan that QR code, or we'll have a link directly at Fox 17 Morning Mix for you as well. We'll be right back.